but I think 2 minutes is actually enough. When you're done, you can go ahead and you can leave it, Asia. I was watching it. You can leave it. You can put your notebook away and take out Beauty's New Beak from yesterday. Take out Beauty's New Beak from yesterday. I'm going to just collect your sheets. Joy's already ready. So is Salik. So is Radia. Great job. Radia has everything nice and organized and set. Julio, got our Beauty's New Beak?
Yeah. It's just hard to read these when you're trying to look guys.
Yeah, well, you know we don't only have 6 copies of the book, so the paper, someone has to use it. Alright, so the timer's not going to go off because we're all ready to go. Tracking me in 3, 2, and 1. Just to recap, whenever you add ER, Julio, whenever you add ER or OR to a verb, you make a noun. That means a person who does something. So we'll continue to practice that to go over it a little bit more. But I want to recap Beauty's New Beak from yesterday. We read it before NJ asked. We read it again yesterday, and we did some really good thinking about it. Today I want us to take a look at the inside back cover. So go ahead and open up to the inside back cover. So I'm going to borrow Salik's book. It's going to be the inside back cover. Julio, on me and your paper copy, it's going to be the second to last page, okay? I want to reread this. Tahaj read it for us yesterday. I want to reread it and talk about why do we think the author chose to write this book. I'm sure we might have some ideas already because we've read it a few times, but I want us to read the inside back cover again and think about why did the author choose to write this. So while I'm reading, I want you to think about that. So it says, the eagles are back. You can track your book at this time. Bald eagles are birds of prey that live in North America. For hundreds of years, they thrived. But in the last century, the birds were almost wiped out. Many eagles were shot by hunters. Many more were hurt by DDT, a poison used to kill insects. DDT made the shells of the eagle's eggs so thin that the eggs often broke or didn't hatch. In the 1970s, new laws were passed to protect bald eagles. DDT was banned. It became illegal to kill or injure a bald eagle. Since then, the birds have made a comeback. Thousands of bald eagles now live in North America, and the number is growing. So if you just think about what this author wrote here and what you've read about in the book, why do you think the author chose to write this book, Beauty's New Beak? Why do you think? I think everybody's hand is almost up, so let's start with Radia and we'll work our way around. Give me like 1 or 2 sentences. Why do you think the author wrote this book? I love Salik already turned in tracking. Go ahead.
I think the author wrote this book because to explain why the bald eagle was about to be extinct.
Okay. I mean?
I think the author wrote this book because like it helped you to it helped you learn about bald eagles and how Beauty lost her beak.
Okay. If you have something similar, you could say the same or pass. I'm fine with that.
I think that the author wrote this book to show people that injuring bald eagles is wrong because they're a national bird of the United States.
Okay, very good. I like how you threw that fun fact in there. Go ahead, Joy.
The same as me.
Same thing. Did you know the bald eagle was our national bird?
Mm-hmm.
You did? Yeah. Where'd you guys learn that? Oh.
Because he said it was one more than a turkey.
Oh, okay, cool. Go ahead, Salik. What were you going to say? Why do you think the author wrote this book?
I thought the author wrote this book because to tell you how bald eagles are, to tell you how this bald eagle was shot and stuff, and to show you how she survived the bullet that almost killed her.
Mm-hmm. Asia, what about you?
Well, I said that why the author probably wrote this story was to inspire people to probably be an engineer or to rescue injured animals or any kind of bad things that happen to the animals.
That's really good. That really ties into the theme that I'm going to share that Asia had from her eggs lesson for yesterday. Hold that thought. So the writer does think it's important to keep bald eagles from being wiped out. Every single eagle must be important to her. I think you guys are totally right on that. So even though Beauty's problem was very hard to solve, Asia reminded us that like an engineer had to come in and help us solve that problem. Nate and Jane wanted to tell the story because they were persistent and they worked really hard to get Beauty that help. Can you open your books to pages 20 and 21? Save that thought for a second. 20 and 21. As you're looking at this picture, what can we tell from the photograph?
I can't have a photograph at all.
Okay, Julio, yours is a little tricky because me and you have paper. Why don't you look on with Amin? Look at pages 20 and 21. If you just had to look at the picture, hold your thought for a second, Asia, let everyone think. Oh, you could borrow Tahaj's great solution, Radia. What can we learn from this picture? Or what does it tell us from this photograph? What does it tell us, Joy?
It tells us that the engineer is trying to fix Heidi's beak.
Okay, I like what Joy's saying, but hands down for a second, track me. I want to see Amin, and you're really good at this. You were almost there, Julio?
Yeah, I'm right there.
Okay.
No. Here we go.
Great. All right, Joy said something. Okay, fantastic. Joy said something based on what she sees in the picture, but I want us to see if we could think a little bit deeper. If we look at them in the picture, look at what people are doing. Look at the bird. What does this photograph tell us? Think about why the author wrote this book. What can we tell from this photograph, Radia?
What we could tell is that the bird is kind while they're trying to fix them so they could go back to hunting for food.
Okay, Asia, what do you think? What do we learn from this picture? Or what does the photograph really tell us?
The photograph really tells me is that that they're trying to save Beauty so that she doesn't die, and that they don't have to keep trying to try to save her. So they want to save her, but not want to keep always coming to the rescue and all of that.
Okay. I mean, what do you think? Julio, stay on the right page, please. Thank you.
I just got a comment, cause if you watch the movie Dolphin Tale, like the two little kids, they were trying to save the dolphin. Eventually they did, but they kept trying to save it. So it was this man, and he kept making tails, and then that's when finally the tail was finished, and then it didn't work at first, but then he just kept trying, and then that's when when they put it on the dolphin started swimming with it, and then she knocked it off.
And so how does that relate to Beauty's new beak? And I think you're really onto something. How does it relate to this?
Because they're trying to since Beauty had no beak and the dolphin had no tail, or the tail was injured, so they just cut it off, and so they needed to find a new beak for Beauty, and so that she wouldn't die, and they needed to find a new tail for the dolphin. So it wouldn't die.
I like that. I really like that text to world connection. Track me for a second. If you look at this picture too, one of the things in nonfiction or informational text, not only are we learning information about a topic, but the pictures really give us an inside scoop. I could really tell that they really care about Beauty because Jane, she probably didn't have to watch Nate put it on her. She could have just told him to make it, but she's really sitting there trying to make her feel comfortable. You could see he's gently touching her. So make sure you really look at the pictures and not only read the captions, but really think about, why did the author put this in here? Why is that important? Because sometimes the pictures really give us important information. So the last thing we're going to do with Beauty's new beak, and I actually had you put up your notebooks, which I shouldn't have done. Take your notebooks back out and open to the gray side.
But you never told us to go.
I did. You just missed that, I guess. Open to the gray side to the next available page. But before I have you write, you can go ahead and put the date. I want to share some themes that Amin and Asia really got the theme of this book. and took it to a whole new level. And you know I'm always pushing you to think higher and higher, and they're really on it. Joy had a really good, almost good one too, but I want her to explain it to the group so we can make sure we understand it. So once you put the date, go ahead and put that in the corner. And our exit question for yesterday said, what lessons can we learn from this story? So we know that themes are messages, Salik, or lessons we could learn that we could apply to our lives later on, right? So that was our question. Amin, can you please read for the group what you wrote for what lesson can we learn from this story? You can track Amin, please.
I said the lesson we can learn is we can
Hold on, Julio. Make sure you're tracking, please. Pencil down. Thank you.
We can learn that you don't always need money as a reward when you do something that no one else would do. Also, not to be selfish and not to give up.
Okay, let's give Amin 2 claps. 1, 2, 3. Because Nate, how much money did Nate get for making this beak for beauty? Salik?
Actually, he didn't get any money.
Say it a little bit louder.
Nate didn't get any money. Nate got beauty a peer cream.
Well, he didn't get any money. That's the main point I was looking for. You going into something else. Yes, he didn't get any money. So Amin's point is right to what we're saying. Like, we could learn from this book, like, you don't always have to get money to do things. Asia, can you please share yours with the group?
Well, my thing was that I said the lesson I think we can learn is that if you want to help someone, the space is always there.
All right, go ahead and give her 2 claps. 1, 2, 3. All right, and Joy had one that I thought was going somewhere, but I need her to explain it to us a little bit more. So she's going to read it and tell us what she was thinking, because I think hers was also really interesting. Julio, please put that pencil down, please, and make sure you're tracking. Go ahead, Joy.
It doesn't matter how bad you are messed up, you can still be better.
Okay, tell me what you meant by that.
What I meant by it is like when Beauty, when her beak was messed up and got shot, and she went to this place that could fix her. So even though her beak was shot and it was kind of bad, it would still be better.
Okay, good. I like that one. 2 claps. 1, 2, 3. So we heard some really great things. I was really impressed. Some of you didn't finish, obviously, but the ones I heard, I really tell you guys really pushed your thinking. So today, what I want you to write in your writing about reading section is, I want you to write 1 paragraph telling why you think Beauty's story is important to everyone. So your other 6th grade teammates can't read this story, but why do you think this might be something that they should read, or why should anyone want to read this story? Okay? Let me read the directions one more time, Julio, just so we make sure we're clear. Write 1 paragraph telling why Asia. Okay, this is why I'm repeating it, to make sure we're clear. Write 1 paragraph telling why you think Beauty's story is important to everyone. All right, let's take about 6 minutes to do that, please. And those of you who didn't finish your themes yesterday, I really want to read your paragraph, so make sure you're on point. Can you just sit over in your own space, please? Thank you, buddy.